This call is being recorded. Okay. So very good morning to all of you. This lecture I am taking from my home. Myself, Professor Naveen Akhtar Mirza, Maulana Mukhtar Ahmed Nadwi Technical Campus. Today is Sunday, 28th of November. So we are running our unit number 6 from our last few lectures, and theory part we have completed in 2 lectures on Friday, and on Saturday 3 lecture we have started the example on the design of plate girder. So that example we will continue today also, today itself, and whatever part we will complete today, and we will try to complete, or another, otherwise we will complete it on Monday. Okay. So this one is we will finish uh, today or tomorrow. Okay. So I am going very fast because already all these designs is covered in either in tension member, in compression member, or in your design of beam. Okay. My battery are about to die, but still we will take the lecture. It will complete. So today is our 28 11 21. Okay. So here we will see the design of bearing stiffener. Design of design of design of bearing stiffener. Bearing stiffeners are generally provided at the support. That's why they are called as bearing stiffener. We can see here in this figure. A figure is visible to you. I think so. So in this figure, you can see this is your flanges, your flange, okay, and this is your bottom flange, okay, and here is some plate for supporting of that girder, and this is a support having a width of 500 mm or 600 mm, whatever it may be given, okay, and you can see here two plates are provided at the support. You can see this one and this one. These two plates, these two plates are nothing but these two plates are nothing but this is the bearing stiffener. The bearing stiffener. तो bearing stiffener हम कहाँ प्रोवाइड करते हैं? सपोर्ट पर. ये समझ में आ गया आपको? और इसको हम लोग और क्या बोलते हैं? It is also called as end post. It is also called as end stiffener. Whatever you will call him, but the purpose of this providing this stiffener, because the reaction from the support here, the shear force is maximum. Okay, so shear is maximum, and where shear is maximum, so in between this loading, the shear is maximum from bottom. Huh? So this your web is very cylinder. You see the depth of web is 2.6 meter and thickness only 16 mm. Only 16 mm. So as compared to this, the length is very large. So that's why this your web, this web plate, it act as this web plate is act as a short column, or you can say it is act as a column in between two flanges. It is act as a column in between two in between two flanges. Okay, तो दोनों flanges के बीच में ये between flanges it will act as a column. It will act as a column. Wait a minute. open all this thing. So my sound and presentation is clear now. I think so. Okay. So this I will draw here so that you can understand that. So we know that two plates are there and we are providing the stiffness. Okay. So end bearing stiffness, what happened here? What it is. So this is, if you, I will draw in figure. This is the elevation. Okay. Okay. This is your elevation. Okay. These are the two flanges. Okay. And at end here we are providing the stiffness that will be look like this. Okay. At the support थोड़ा सा समझ लीजिए कि this I am drawing the freehand and this is the girder and first stiffener is somewhere here at a distance of 2500. Okay, panel 1, it is already we have seen, and this is the support, and over a support there is a plate to transfer a load through the plate to the support. Okay, so this one is, I told you, this is the end bearing stiffener, end post or end bearing stiffener. Okay, so what I am saying to you that between two flanges, this is the flange, this one is the your web plate. Okay, समझ में आ रहा है ना? ध्यान दीजिए आप लोग और लिखिए साथ में, जब भी समझ में आएगा। पेन और पेपर लेके बैठिए, इसलिए मैं बोलता हूँ कैमरा ऑन रखा कीजिए आप। तो ये सपोर्ट का विड्थ आपका जो भी है एक्स वाई जेड, इट में बी 500, 600, 300, इधर 500 दिया हुआ है, तो आई विल टेक 500 mm or 600, whatever it may be. And if I will draw the section of this plate girder, this is the flange plate, this is the web plate. Web plate generally it is very thin, na? Here in drawing it may be looking like a big, but it is very thin. So this one is your flanges. This is the flanges, okay, of your eye section, plate girder. Okay, this one is your web plate. Okay, web plate. Now at the end bearing stiffener, we are trying to strengthen this web plate. So, because our d by tw ratio is less than, sorry, it is greater than uh, yani when we find out actually it is 162.5, which is greater than 67e. Okay, so this d by w ratio, so that it is greater than 67e. That's why, and also with the stiffener, the formula is different. So it is greater than that value for the check. So that's why we are going for, we are providing the stiffness. Okay. Now we are providing the stiffener. We are designing now the stiffener at the end. At the end, at the end means at the support. Okay. This is stiffness. I will change the color so that this is, these two are the stiffness at the support or one. It may be depend on you. You will provide at the center one stiffener or these two, whatever the requirement as per your loading condition. Now what I am saying that this this web plate, it act as a column, or it may be act as a column, it may be the buckle, it may be the cripple, है ना? So this web plate, it act as a short column between the flanges. Okay, now we will going to design this uh, uh, this column. Okay, and this short column web plate, है ना? So for that we have to avoid the buckling, we are providing the end stiffener or end stiffness or end post are provided at the support. It may be at one side, it may be both side of support. ओके, तो जब हम सेक्शन में हम देखेंगे सेक्शन में, अगर मैं यहाँ से सेक्शन ड्रॉ करता हूँ, अगर हम सेक्शन में अगर देखेंगे तो वी विल लुक दिस सेक्शन एक्स एक्स। ओके, तो यहाँ पर हम लोग देखेंगे दिस इज ओके, तो इट विल लुक लाइक दिस स्टिफनर। तो दिस इज द विड्थ ऑफ स्टिफनर, ये हमको मालूम करना है। लेंथ हमारा मालूम है, इट इज बिटवीन द फ्लैंजेस। टू स्ट्रेंथ, to avoid the buckling or crippling of your web plate, because web plate thickness is very thin, that is 16 mm only, and the depth of web plate is 2.6 meter, and that is 2600 mm. Okay, so the thickness is very less and length or depth of web plate is very large. That's why it acts as a short column, or column you may say, between the flanges. This is the reaction, this is the loading. Between this loading and reaction, this is your web plate of, this is the, you can say, the height of column, and the thickness of column also, that is 16 mm. Now what is the width you will consider in x direction? It is the effective width in x direction, x axis. This is along the x axis. This axis is major axis, z axis, and along the depth, this axis is called as y axis, minor axis. ओके, तो ये हमारा एक्सिस इस तरह होता है कि जो भी हमारा मेंबर है हम उसको along the length, it is called as x axis. Now अर्लियर मेजर एक्सिस एक्स एक्सिस से डिनोट करते थे, इसलिए आपके स्टील टेबल में इस तरह है। तो दिस एक्सिस अलोंग द लेंथ ऑफ मेंबर, इट इज एक्स एक्स, दिस इज द मेजर एक्सिस, and it is zz, horizontal axis, and this vertical axis is called as minor axis, that is yy. So this the global axis, you can say, global axis you can say. So this is the global axis, xx, yy, and zz. Okay, it is along the length, along the length. This is along the depth. Okay, and this is along the width. Okay, so this is this already we are discussing earlier when we started the steel structure design. Once again, I am repeating. Now I will come here. So here uh, at support, you can say whatever it may be, 500 I have taken, I think so, 500. So this web plate is acting as a small column between these two, है ना? So assume the stiffener bearing length at support to be 500 mm. Suppose who is this Saad Barkati? In our class, any Saad Barkati is there? Okay, so this assume the stiffener bearing length at support to be 500 mm. Okay, तो यहाँ पर हम लोग सपोर्ट का जो वो था, यहाँ पर भी मैंने लिखा है, इट इज यू आर टेकिंग 500 mm at support. Okay, now we will see here. B1 is the stiff bearing length, that is 500 mm. So here you can write down B1. This is your web plate which is attached with the flange, and then the additional plate, or that is support, and the support width is 500 mm. and I will write down here the break line, and the loading will be here. Okay, so this will the reaction already we find out. The reaction is 2301 kilonewton. That is nothing but Vu max. Okay, Vu max. Vu max. Now, now we have to check the web. I know. So here, uh, B1 is the steep bearing length. B1 is the B1 is steep bearing length, length, and N2 is the length obtained by dispersion through the flange to the web junction of the slope 1 is to 2.5 of the flange. Okay, so here it is says that the load transfer through the web, it is due to dispersion, and this dispersion is nothing but 1 is to 1 is to 2.5. Okay, in this ratio. Okay, dispersion of load. So the N2 is 1 is to 2.5. So that's why we can write down the dispersion length N2 is 1 is to 2.5. This is not our side. This is already given in IS code. If you open the IS code, it is there. IS 800 2007. Okay. This is the IS code. Person length is given already. Uh, we are here design. Okay. So shear buckling we have in, and we have to see the dispersal length for design of end post, and it is given uh, 1 is to 2.5 for the uh, stiffness. So it is given somewhere, and stiffener design here, intermediate load bearing stiffener. To prevent a load of crushing of the web due to concentrated loading, see 8.7.4 and 8.7.6. 8.7.4. Okay. The steep bearing length of any element B1 is that length which cannot deform appreciably in the bending. So definitely the support के पास जो length width रहेगा वो that will not that is the steep, that will not deform. To determine B1, the dispersion of load through a steel bearing element should be taken as 45 degree through solid materials such as bearing plate, flange plate, etc. Where load or reaction is applied eccentric to the center line of web, or where the centroid of stiffener does not lie on the center line of the web, the resulting eccentricity of loading should be accounted in the design. Okay. Then 8.7.4 minimum, here it is given minimum is outstand of the stiffener. Outstand means that width outside from the web plate. And then 8.7.4 bearing stiffener FWB is equal to B1 plus N2 into TW FYW upon gamma M0. So this is the bearing stiffener should be provided for the web where forces applied to a flange by load or reaction exceed by local capacity of web at its connection to the flanges. So here FWB, this formula is given, and that is the given. So here we know the dispersion length into it 2.5 times of thickness of your uh, flange. So thickness of flange is in our case it is 50 mm. So if I will write down into is equal to 2.5 times of 50, it is around 125 mm. It is coming around 120 5 mm, but here it is taken in example, I think so, only 30 mm. Why, I don't know, but it should be 50 mm and it is 1.25. Now you can find out FW. FW is equal to B1 plus N2, because it is acting short column. So P1 plus N2 is the length, width of column. TW is the thickness of column, and that's why we can write down FYW is equal to B1 plus N2 into FYW into into TW TW divided by, because due to yielding, so gamma MO, partial safety factor for material in yielding. Now we know the B1, here we have taken 500, N2 is 125 or 75, whatever may. FYW generally we are taking 250 for yield stress of the material, TW is 16 mm, and gamma MO is 1.1. Okay, so we will find out the FW. FW will coming, uh, it is 2090 uh, 0.9 kilonewton. And if you take 125, it is coming 2272.7. So it will be 2272.7. So it will be 2272.7 into 10 raised to 3 in kilonewton, which is less than 2301 kilonewton. Hence, hence wave is not capable to take that float. So yeah, it means that stiffness are required. It means that Fw is less than Vu. Yani we know that bearing stiffener are required. Bearing stiffeners are required at support. At support. It means the stiffener are required at the support. Okay. Now here I will uh, uh, required avoid local buckling of the wave at support. It is required at the support to avoid local buckling of wave at support. To avoid at support to avoid local local buckling buckling of web. Buckling of web. Okay, so stiffness are required. Now here stiffener acting as a column. Second part है क्या कि our stiffener will act as a column. Now we'll start second part. अभी तो वेब पीरियड हम देख रहे थे, वो अगर इस that taken it is able to taking the load, then we don't need to provide a stiffener. So now I will check the stiffeners acting as column. So that bearing stiffener we are providing, they are acting as a column. Definitely between the flanges, this is also the provided between the flanges. So from this figure you can see here, this stiffener, this red color you can see, they are between the flanges. Okay. So these stiffeners are between the flanges and they are also acting as a, they are acting as a column. They are acting as a column. Okay. So stiffness are also acting as a column. Okay. Now we will go. So the maximum outstand as per clause 8.7.1.2 is as page number 65 is limited to 20 TQE. तो यहाँ पर मैक्सिमम आउटस्टैंड यहाँ पर दिया हुआ है पेज नंबर 65 पर. यू कैन सी हियर आउटस्टैंड किसको बोलते हैं कि हम कितना बाहर तक आपका स्टिफनर ले सकते हैं विड्थ में, है ना. तो पेज नंबर 65 पे ये दिया हुआ है आउटस्टैंड ऑफ द स्टिफनर. देखो आउटस्टैंड ऑफ वेब स्टिफनर Unless outer edge is continuous stiffened, the outstand from the face of the web should not exceed 20 TPE. तो what is outstand? तो ये हमारा क्रॉस सेक्शन है, ओके, ये वेब है, ये अगेन फ्लेंज है, ओके। तो यहाँ पर मैं स्टिफनर प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूँ, तो ये जो डिस्टेंस है स्टिफनर मैं प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूँ, ये दोनों के बीच में ये स्टिफनर है, ओके। तो दिस डिस्टेंस is called as outstand. This stand is called as outstand. तो ये हमारा जो डॉटेड लाइन में मैंने शो किया है, ये क्या है, हमारा बियरिंग स्टिफनर जो मैं प्रोवाइड कर रहा हूँ एंड पर, ओके। तो आउट स्टैंड कितना चाहिए, तो आउट स्टैंड ऑफ स्टिफनर as per clause it is 20 TQ एप्सिलॉन, ओके। तो यहाँ पर TQ क्या लेंगे, है ना, यहाँ पर क्या हुआ है, तो when the outstand of wave is between 14 TQE and 20 TQE, then the stiffener design should be on the basis of a core section with an outstand of 14 TQ, where TQ is the thickness of stiffener. TQ is the thickness of stiffener. So TQ is thickness of stiffener. TQ is the thickness of stiffener. Okay. TQ is the thickness of stiffener. Now we will see. Okay. TQ is the thickness of stiffener, and now we can see here. So 20 TQ. 20. Now we are TQ thickness of the stiffener, and epsilon is nothing but the under root of 250 upon Fy. So 250 upon 250, it is always 1. So if you are now here maximum outstand, so we will consider the thickness of stiffener earlier, that is 12 mm thick, है ना, 12 mm thick. So if I will find out 20 TQE, so 20 into 12 and 14 into 12. So outstand should be in between them. तो अगर मैं तो 12 दूए कितना 24, तो 240 mm, है ना, 12 चौक 48, है नहीं 12 8 48 8 4 आया 12 1 12 और 4 16 168 mm. So you can take the outstand of stiffener in between these two values. Okay, outstand of stiffener you can take in between these two values. So here we have taken the outstand. Select the dimension of stiffener plate as 4 plate of 240 by 10 mm. तो अब स्टिफनर हम लोग ने यहाँ पर आउटस्टैंड ऑफ स्टिफनर क्या पकड़ा है, हाँ, इट इज आप देखेंगे ये टॉप व्यू है ना, टॉप व्यू है, ये बियरिंग विड्थ है। अब हम लोग कितना स्टिफनर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, देखिए एक साइड में 2 है 1 2, दूसरे साइड में 2 है 3 4, ओके। तो हम लोग कितने प्लेट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं बियरिंग स्टिफनर के, 4 प्लेट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, कितने 4 प्लेट्स वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग, 4 plates we are providing of size 12 mm by 240 mm, ये हम स्टिफनर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। तो ये 1 2 ये 3 और ये चौथा, ओके। अब इसका ये जो स्टिफनर है, ये जितने स्टिफनर है दे विल एक्ट ए शॉर्ट कॉलम, और उनका सीजी जो है अगर आप देखेंगे, तो ये मैं भी यहाँ से रब कर देता हूँ ताकि आपको डिस्टर्ब ना हो। तो आप यहाँ पर देखिए कि सीजी जो है थोड़ा सा इनलार्ज करके बताता हूँ, ओके। तो ये यू कैन सी, तो ये हम लोग ने स्टिफनर प्रोवाइड किया है, एक तो ये है पहला, ओके, ये दूसरा, ये तीसरा, ये चौथा, ओके। और ये जो है बीच में, इट इज अ वेब प्लेट. This is the your blue color. You can see this will be the your wet plate. This will be your wet plate, है ना. इसकी थिकनेस क्या है वेब प्लेट की? इट इज 16 mm. 16 mm. और हमारा जो स्टिफनर है हम लोग ने जो प्रोवाइड किया है, एंड बियरिंग स्टिफनर, ये दोनों के बीच का डिस्टेंस क्या है? 500 mm स्टिफ बियरिंग लेंथ जो है, ओके. लेकिन इसके बियॉन्ड भी ये एक्ट करेगा, और वो कितना एक्ट करेगा? इट विल बी 20 टाइम्स ऑफ TW, ओके. तो ये हमारा CG मैं यहाँ बनाता हूँ. दिस वन इज द CG ऑफ दिस सेक्शन. तो ये प्लेट जो है एक साइड में तो एंड है, यहाँ पर कुछ नहीं आएगा. तो यहाँ पर ये सेंटर मैं लेता हूँ 500 का सेंटर कितना आएगा? 250 mm हियर. Another side it will be 20 times of TW. Another side it will be 20 times of TW. 20 times of TW करूँगा तो 20 into 16, 20 into 16. तो ये जो वैल्यू आ जाएगी यहाँ से, हाँ ये देखिए, ध्यान दीजिए, इट विल बी कमिंग 320 mm. तो ये वेब और ये चारों स्टिफनर है ना, वेब और ये चारों स्टिफनर, ओके, 1 2 3 4, they will act as a column in between the flanges. तो ये शेप का कॉलम आपका एक्ट करेगा, ओके. समझ में आया? तो अब ये शेप के कॉलम को हमको डिजाइन करना है. तो फिगर सेज द इफेक्टिव क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया यू कैन फाइंड आउट. तो इफेक्टिव क्रॉस सेक्शन एरिया इज ओनली 42 TQ, है ना. E 14 into 12 हम मालूम करेंगे, and E is 1, so it will coming 168 mm only. Okay, now we will put all this value. तो इफेक्टिव एरिया मालूम हो जाएगा. तो ये देखो 320 प्लस 250, ये थिकनेस ऑफ वेब जो है ये कितना है? 320 प्लस 250 इंटू 16, और 4 स्टिफनर है, 4 इंटू 168 इंटू 12. तो ये इफेक्टिव एरिया हमारा मालूम पड़ गया स्टिफनर का. तो ये जो कॉलम है ये हमारा कॉलम इस शेप का है, इसका एरिया हम लोगों ने निकाल लिया. अब क्या निकालना पड़ेगा? मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया पैरेलल टू वेब. ये वेब है हमारा, इसके पैरेलल टू मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया हमको निकालना है, पैरेलल टू वेब, ओके. तो इफ यू फाइंड आउट मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया पैरेलल टू वेब, तो यहाँ पर आप देखिए ये तो इसका CG ठीक है, ये BD³/12 ये वेब का आ जाएगा. लेकिन 1 2 3 4 इसका CG कहीं और है ना, ये CG कहीं और है. तो दिस यू कैन ट्रांसफर दिस डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द CG ऑफ दिस एंड दिस इज नथिंग बट H. तो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया पैरेलल एक्सिस थ्योरम से अगर आप ट्रांसफर करेंगे तो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट इट्स ओन एक्सिस प्लस एरिया इनटू स्क्वायर ऑफ द डिस्टेंस. यहाँ पर देखिए ये 4 है, BD³/12 है ना. ये मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया अबाउट देयर ओन एक्सिस चारों स्टिफनर का, प्लस इस एरिया इफेक्टिव एरिया ऑफ द स्टिफनर्स 12 into 168 into H, दिस H डिस्टेंस दैट इज 16 mm का TW है, तो ये उसका हाफ हो जाएगा 8 mm, और 168 का हाफ 84 H is nothing but half of TW/2 plus 168/2, give the distance H, and put this value plus the moment of inertia of your this web. तो वेब अगर हम देखेंगे तो 250 प्लस 320, तो अगर हम ये ऐड करेंगे इट विल गिव 5 सेंटी. तो आप देखेंगे तो इसका पैरेलल टू वेव हम ले रहे हैं, इसलिए यहाँ पर थिकनेस जो है विड्थ B ये रहेगा और थिकनेस आपका ये. तो इफ यू BD³/12 ये मालूम करें So the moment of inertia of the this whole section, this whole section, moment of inertia of this whole section, you can find out. This is now acting as a column. तो ये हम मालूम किए. So it is coming 87.39 into 10 raised to 6. Okay, mm raised to 4. Okay, now you can find out the radius of gyration. So you know the radius of gyration r is nothing but under root of upon I upon a. हम लोग ने एरिया भी मालूम किया ऊपर, वो जो कॉलम का है, ये एरिया इफेक्टिव एरिया मालूम किया हम लोग ने, और इफेक्टिव मोमेंट ऑफ एरिया, मोमेंट ऑफ एरिया निकाला. दैट विल गिव यू द रेडियस ऑफ gyration. Now we are just fixed the column, the effective length is nothing but we have to take. So you know the length of column, it is in between two flanges, it is 2600 mm. Okay, but the effective length we have to find out. So LE is equal to 0.7 times of L. L क्या है हमारा, ये कॉलम का लेंथ हम पकड़ रहे हैं जो डेप्थ ऑफ हमारा वेब है. तो यहाँ देखिए 0.7 टाइम्स ऑफ दिस 2600 डिवाइडेड बाय आर मिनिमम. तो आर हम लोग ने ऑलरेडी कैलकुलेट किया. So this will give you the lambda value. Okay, 25.52. Okay, now you can find out the capacity of column. So by using the buckling class C as per table number 9C, page number 42, तो बकलिंग क्लास C के लिए FCD क्या है वो हम मालूम करें, क्योंकि हम लोग एज ए कॉलम डिजाइन कर रहे हैं. तो AE into FCD is the strength of your column. This is the strength of your column, or it is generally it is written as PD. PD is equal to AE into FCD. तो वी नो द एरिया, इफेक्टिव एरिया ऑलरेडी हम लोग ने ऊपर मालूम किया है यहाँ पर, है ना, ये ऑलरेडी हम मालूम है. क्या मालूम करना है, एफसीडी. अब एफसीडी कैसे मालूम करेंगे, कोई भी सेक्शन जो है फ्लैट एलिमेंट है तो, या एंगल सेक्शन है, चैनल सेक्शन है, तो वो कौन सी बकलिंग क्लास में रहता है, वो बकलिंग क्लास सी में रहता है. तो बकलिंग क्लास सी के लिए जो टेबल यूज करेंगे एफसीडी मालूम करने के लिए, दैट इज टेबल लाइन सी आईएस कोड में. अगर आप आएंगे पेज नंबर 42 पे, तो ये टेबल ये 9A for buckling class A, buckling class B 9B, buckling class C 9C. Okay, based on the wait a minute, ओके. तो बैटरी का प्रॉब्लम हमारा सॉल्व हो गया. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर आप देखिए कि ये बकलिंग क्लास सी है 9C में. एफसीडी जॉइंट कंप्रेसिव स्ट्रेस, एफसीडी हमको मालूम करना है. KL by R इज नथिंग बट द लैम्बडा. तो लैम्बडा हम लोग ने मालूम किया, दैट इज समथिंग इट इज कमिंग 25.52. ओके, नाउ एफसीडी इज इक्वल टू A into AC. तो अगर हम ये मालूम करेंगे तो वो because our FY is 250, so this for 250 and 25.2, it will coming in between 30 and this. You can see it is 211 and 224. So it will come in between 211 and 224. So you can find out. So it is coming something 217. So FCD for 20 is given and for 30 is given. For 25.52 हमको FCD that should be unknown, we have to find out. तो यहाँ टेबल से हम 20 के लिए लेंगे, 250 into 20 is 224 और 211. I will write down. तो यहाँ पर 224 है 20 के लिए और इसके लिए 211 है. तो in between you find out the FCD will come 217. Now the capacity of column, that is we can PD is equal to 217 into area. This is the effective area AE. We have calculated already earlier. and then you can multiply, it is coming 3728. तो स्टिफनर प्रोवाइड करने के बाद when we provide the 4 number stiffener तो हमारा स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ जाता है. So that's why you can see here that it is much larger than our VU max. So after providing the stiffener, the bearing strength of stiffener is increased, and that is nothing. So FPCD. Now the continue the further check the bearing strength of the stiffener FPSD is equal to AQ FYQ upon zero point 0.8 gamma M0. It should be greater or equal to Fx. Fx is nothing but your action. This reaction already we have Vu in terms of Vu max, factored shear maximum at the support. AQ is the area of stiffener in contact with the flange. So this area of stiffener we can calculate. AYQ is the yield stress of the material. Yield stress of material generally we are taking 250, and then we can find out. So here FPSD अगर हम मालूम करते हैं तो this value is coming 2291, it is less. तो यहाँ पर क्या करना पड़ेगा, आपको स्टिफनर की थिकनेस इंक्रीज करना पड़ेगी, and again revise all this calculation what we have done, and it will be safe if you go through that. Okay. So this is all about the design of bearing stiffener. All about the design of bearing stiffener. Okay. So this is nothing but the design of bearing stiffener. I think तो आपको समझ में आ गया होगा, और if you solve this, so you will understand properly. Okay. So I will share for your reference. Now we will go for the intermediate transfer stiffener design. तो इंटरमीडिएट ट्रांसफर स्टिफनेस कहाँ पर प्रोवाइड करते हैं ये मैं बता देता हूँ. तो यहाँ पर तो मेन चीज हम जो मालूम किए दैट इज PD इज इक्वल टू AE इंटू FCD. ओके. और FCD हमारा जो आया था 217, एंड AE हम लोगों ने कैलकुलेट किया था दैट इज 17184 17184, और PD हमारा आया था समथिंग 3728 kilonewton. It is greater than EU, but this will not be taken for bearing SL. You have to find out the FPSD from the clause on page number 65 or 66. FPSD. Okay, is nothing but FPSD is AQ upon FYQ. AQ upon FYQ. AQ into FYQ, into AQ into FYQ divided by 0.8 into 0.8 into gamma MO, and that should be greater than the reaction effects, that is 2301 kilonewton. ओके. तो ये हम मालूम किए, तो ये दिस इज कमिंग लेस, तो इसके लिए 14 mm का हमको यूज करना चाहिए. ये हमको मालूम पड़ा कि थिकनेस हमको क्या लेना है, 12 की जगह 40 mm लेना है. तो 12 mm में सेफ नहीं आया FPSD. 12 mm में it is not safe, but 14 mm में it will be safe. Now we will go to intermediate transfer stiffener design. Intermediate transverse stiffener design. Okay, so what is intermediate transverse stiffener? Once again I have to draw this figure. Okay, कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हैं. Are you there or Okay. Intermediate transfer stiffness means this is your top plane, this is your bottom plane. Freehand drawing is there, so you can. This is your end bearing stiffener. You are just find out, and these are your ITC, ITC, है ना, intermediate transfer stiffener. And this is the break line. So this one is ITS. They both are called as intermediate intermediate transverse stiffeners. Stiffness. So this already when we start the problem here here you can see we had already divided number of panel our plate girder, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are nothing but the intermediate transfer stiffener. दिस वन द एंड बियरिंग स्टिफनर, है ना, लेकिन बाकी इसके बाद से जो शुरू होगा दैट इज ITS, इंटरमीडिएट ट्रांसफर स्टिफनर। तो अभी जो हम लोगों ने डिजाइन किया था ये था एंड बियरिंग स्टिफनर, ये वाला। ओके, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिजाइन दिस वन नाउ। कौन सा? दिस ITS। ओके, so we are going to design the ITS because shear will be more here at the B. We'll take that left hand side। ओके, तो समझ में आ गया होगा इंटरमीडिएट ट्रांसफर स्टिफनर किसको बोलते हैं। Already we are discussing from the last class this। Now we'll come to our design। So these are provided at the intermediate location to improve the buckling strength of the cylinder web। So definitely our web is cylinder because our D by TW ratio is greater than 67 E and 126 E, है ना। वेब इज सिलेंडर, तो ये सिलेंडर है बिकॉज और सिलेंडर द सेमी कॉम्पैक्ट लिमिट इज अप टू 126 for the welded plate gutter or welded plates I section। So these are provided at intermediate location to improve the buckling strength of the cylinder web। Web buckling occurs due to the diagonal compression of shear. The transverse web stiffeners not subjected to external load are so proportioned that the moment of inertia of the stiffener cross section about the axis parallel to the web is not less than the specified value as per clause 8.7.2.4 at page number 66 of IS 800/2007। So we will see this is the clause which is given on page number 66। So if you come to the page number 66 for the intermediate transfer stiffener here, okay, so you can see the minimum stiffener, the transfer wave stiffener not subject to the external loads or moment should have a second moment of area. Directly they are not getting IS about the central line of the wave. If the stiffener is on both sides of the wave and about the face of the wave, if single stiffener on only one side of wave is used such that। तो आप ये क्या बोल रहे हैं कि आपके बोथ साइड के ऑफ वेव है, इट मीन्स दैट अगर मैं टॉप व्यू देखूं, टॉप व्यू, तो ये मेरा वेव है, हाँ, ये वेव है, ठीक है? और आप जो स्टिफनर प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं दोनों साइड अगर है विद बोथ साइड, है ना, स्टिफनर ITS बोथ साइड प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं क्या आप, और only you are providing single side, है ना, यानी एक तरफ इधर है एक तरफ इधर है ऐसा प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं। तो ये दोनों अलग अलग केस है। अगर बोथ साइड प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं तो कैसे मालूम करेंगे, और वन साइड है तो दैट इज explained here. Okay, so transverse wave stiffener not subject to external loads or moment should have a second moment of area is about the center line of the wave, about the center line of the wave. If the stiffeners are on both sides of the wave and about the face of the wave, if the single stiffener only one side of wave is used. अगर दोनों साइड आप स्टिफनर ले रहे हैं तो आपको सेंटर लाइन ऑफ द वेव से आपको, और अगर एक साइड आप ले रहे हैं तो फेस से आपको मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकालना पड़ेगा। समझ में आया? दैट इज व्हाट एक्सप्लेन इन दिस क्लॉज, दैट इज क्लॉज नंबर 8.7.2. now is how to, you can find out, this is given. So is you can find out 0.7 dt cube, this is the is, that is the moment of inertia. And if c by d is less than, it depends on the c by d ratio. C is spacing है ना, and d is the depth of it. Okay, actual stiffness spacing and depth of, or tw is the minimum required wave thickness. Okay, spacing using the tension field action as given in the 8.4.2.1. So all clauses are very important. So first you have to find out the c by d ratio. So c here is for intermediate stiffness, c is equal to 3250 mm and d is equal to 2600 mm. So you know that this this is the end bearing. So here this distance is 3250 mm, center to center distance between the stiffener if you are taking. And here it is 2500. So we are not considering this. Okay, we are considering this because intermediate stiffness are here. Okay, at a distance apart of 3250. Okay, so this we are taking. So here minimum is required is 1.5 d cube tw cube, because the value of 1.25 the c by d is less than under root of 2. अंडर रूट ऑफ 2 अगर आप निकालेंगे तो इट इज 1.414 समथिंग इट इज कमिंग, अंडर रूट ऑफ 2 विल बी 1.414, so it is less than c by d. तो अगर c by d वैल्यू लेस देन है तो हमको क्या लेना है, ये ग्रेटर देन के लिए, और अगर लेस देन है तो is will be 1.5 d cube tw cube divided by c square. So that we have taken here. Okay, and we have find out the is. Tw is the minimum wave thickness required. Okay, is obtained as follows. Refer the clause 8.6.1, that is page number 63 for minimum wave thickness. Now we know that. So for serviceability requirement of TW you can find out, and already we have checked this. This is 13 mm earlier, because the 3D means 3 into 2600. Okay, it is 0, 0, 18. Okay, mm, or C is 3250 mm and D is 2600 mm. So for serviceability condition, our this is coming in this, our C value is coming in between this. So if we go for the clause 8.6.1.1b, 8.6.1.1b, पेज नंबर कितना दिया हुआ है, पेज नंबर 8.6.6.1b, 8.6.6.1b, पेज नंबर 64 पर है क्या, हाँ पेज नंबर 60, 8.6.1.1b serviceability requirement. Okay, So here, when only transfer stiffener is provided in whip connected to flange along both sides longitudinal, when 3D greater than equal to C greater than equal to D, then D by TW ratio less than equal to 200. So same here we have taken because our condition, this condition is satisfied here. 3D, our C value is in between the 3D and D, as you have seen here. This is the 3D, this is the D, the value of C is in between these two. So that is D by TW ratio we have taken is equal to 200 EW. EW is 1, so we can find out TW is the 13 mm. Okay. Now the compression flange buckling requirement, clause number 8.6.1.2. If the C value, C is 3 to 5 mm, okay, and the D 1.5 times of D any 1.5 times of 2600 you can find out. So it will be coming 2600 into 1.5. It is coming 3900 mm. So here you can see the C value is less than 1.5 D. So from the clause, okay, from the clause if you go, so 8.6.1.2, 8.6.1.2, here you can see the transfer signal are not provided, and the transfer signal are provided, and when C is greater than or equal to 1.5 D, ये condition नहीं आ रहा है हमारा, कौन सा condition आ रहा है second. So it will be D by TW ratio is less than or equal to 345 EF. Okay, so that's why we have written here EF is nothing but 1. So TW required is 7.53 mm. So therefore minimum web thickness is 13 mm to satisfy both conditions. So minimum IS required, you can find out IS minimum by taking this 13 mm. है. So that formula is again, here it is IS you find out here based on the C by D ratio. This formula we have to use. Because in this case our C by D ratio is less than root 2. So that's why this formula we are taking. So minimum IS you can find out by using that formula. So it will be. Now use single pair of stiffener plate on each side of it. अब यहाँ पर स्टिफनर हम प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं दोनों साइड में. तो ये आपका टॉप व्यू से हम देख रहे हैं, ये हमारा वेब प्लेट है, ये वेब प्लेट है, और ये आपका जो स्टिफनर आप ITS प्रोवाइड किए हैं ये बोथ साइड है, इधर भी है और इधर भी है, बोथ साइड. ओके, और 12 mm थिक प्लेट हम लोग ने लिया है. तो IS प्रोवाइडेड, so you can find out IS provided. So the 12 mm thick plate depth and ignore wave thickness. So this wave thickness we are not considering. This we are not considering in calculating the moment of inertia. So IS required you can find out, that is why BD cube by 12, you can see here BD cube by 12. Okay, here also 2 DS because two both side हम लोग provide कर रहे हैं 100 mm का स्टिफनर. So 100 upon 100 200 it will be, so it will be 8 DS cube. Okay, so as required DS is, we can calculate it, is 88 mm. So we are provided 100 mm both sides. Okay, now buckling check in on the intermediate transfer stiffeners, clause number 8.7.2.1, page number 67, you have to do that FQ is equal to V minus VCR divided by gamma, and that should be less than FQD. What is FQD? Design resistance of intermediate transfer stiffener. V is the factored shear force uh, adjacent to the stiffener, and VCR the shear buckling resistance of the web panel designed without using tensile field action. These all values we know. तो VCR हमारा फैक्ट था हमारा समथिंग 205 something, and VCR is nothing but AV into tau B. ये ऑलरेडी हम लोग ने मालूम किया था, that is 2256.80, and V is less than VCR. Buckling check for integral is transmit standard B is not required. So buckling check not required because the, now after that you have to design the connection between the intermediary signal to the web, and that clause the connection in the design for shear per mm along each component is stiffener is Q into T W square phi into Bs. Okay, all this clause number 8.7.2.6, page number 67. So if you come stiffness design, so it's already we have find out, and this is also you can see connection of intermediate stiffness to the web. So here the value of Q is equal to Tw square divided by phi Bs. B is the outstanding width of the stiffener in mm, width thickness in mm, Tw. Okay, so that we are finding on here the value of Q, that is shear per mm on the intermediary stiffener. Okay, and based on this shear you can design this coming 0.12 or 512 Newton per mm, and based on that you can find out the size of your uh, uh, weld. Right? So it is the connection between the stiffness and the web plate. Okay. So this is all about the design of your plate girder. So today we will finish that design of plate girder here. So I have shared this example to you, and once again I will share this example on your group and your Google Classroom. So you can benefit from those. If you have any question, you can ask with me, or otherwise we will stop here. तो आपको पूछना है जो हम लोगों ने आज पढ़ा, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं, अदरवाइज हम स्टॉप करें। आरिफ, सोले, सौरभ, मुगल, एनी डाउट यू कैन आस्क विथ मी। काम करना शुरू करेंगे, डिजाइन करना शुरू करेंगे जब भी आपको डाउट आएगा, अदरवाइज आप सिर्फ लेक्चर सुनते रहेंगे तो और काम नहीं करेंगे तो आपको कोई डाउट नहीं आएगा। विल स्टार्ट द डिजाइनिंग ऑफ योर मिनी प्रोजेक्ट टू, ओके, देन ओनली यू कैन गेट द डाउट। और कोई भी आपको डाउट है यू कैन आस्क, यू कैन write me, text me, or you can call me. Okay. So or in college I'm present from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. वो बीच में आप आकर कॉलेज में मुझसे मिल सकते हो। ओके, और अप टू 6 दिसंबर आई एम अवेलेबल। उसके बाद आप उसको मैसेज कीजिए। ओके, so you if you don't have any question then we will stop here. Arif, Pathan, Mohammad Saleh, no question. मुगल,
No, sir. No, sir.
ओके। तो आप जब तक काम कर, हाँ हाँ बोलो, सॉरी क्या है, आप जब तक आप काम शुरू नहीं करेंगे तो आपको डाउट नहीं आएगा। और डाउट नहीं, आप आपको डाउट नहीं आ रहा है इसका मतलब ये कि यू आर नॉट स्टार्टेड स्टिल डिजाइनिंग, है ना। डिजाइन शुरू कीजिए, देन ओनली यू विल कम टू नो, जब भी आपको डाउट आएगा। ओके, तो वी विल स्टॉप हियर।